All right, so in this video, I want to show you how you can build your own content factory. We're using two online tools, Mangools and Article Forge. Mangools for keyword research and Article Forge for AI article generation. Now, one of the big fads right now is Jarvis, and I'll produce some videos later on why I believe that Article Forge, for the purpose of creating local lead generation websites, is superior and takes less time. But right now I want to show you how you can create a lot of high quality articles using Mangools Keyword Finder combined with Article Forge. Now, if you're not familiar with Mangools, Mangools is a tool suite for basically offering the capabilities of Ahrefs, of Majestic, and of SEMrush all in the same tool, all in the same toolkit. Now don't get the full depth of each of those tools, but you get the majority of what you need at a bargain price, starting around I think $39 a month or something for that. But anyway, so inside here you can see you can search for your keywords, your country, and your language, and then you choose what kind of words you want to pull in from. The related keywords tends to work the best, in my opinion. So then we've searched for tree service. Those are the articles that we're going to be writing. Now we want to make sure we're getting the most searched ones here. So we want to assemble our services. So we're going to go over here, go over to Google Docs, and we're going to take we need 5 to 10 service pages for our local lead generation site for our service pages, and we also can use Article Forge to assemble home pages. I'll show you that in a moment. But then also we've got these ones here. Lawn service, I don't need that. Tree trimming is another one. Arborists, tree removal, tree cutting. Those are pretty similar, but the more you can put together, the better off you are. Tree topping would be another one. Landscaping, trees, tree companies, tree stump removal, land clearing, palm tree cutting. If you're down in Florida or a more tropical area, I'm in the Midwest, so it's not really pertinent. Affordable tree service. All right. So then we have a few of these set up here, and then what you can do is an export, and you can copy to clipboard immediately. So then you get your successful notification. We can add all these services here. Now I want to show you the particular formula that I use for tree services. Okay, for building out tree service articles. Let me pull that up. All right, so here's our list of services. But then I want to show you this. This is one of the keys to maximizing and ultimately being able to outsource your content creation to your virtual assistants so that they can go and create it. Now, I used to have my virtual assistants writing articles from scratch, and they were able to do about 3,000 words on average per day. Now, when I switched over to using Mangools and Article Forge, and then I would have virtual assistants edit it, their production went up to 11,000 words per day. So that's basically 3 or 4xing the content creation capacity in the average 8-hour day. So as you can see, for efficiency, creating these things is super helpful. All right. So generally speaking, on a lead generation website, you're going to have a number of different pages. The main content-driven ones are going to be your home page and your service pages. And generally, you're going to want to map out the sections on the home page, because the home page, you're going to want to have 3,000 to 4,000 words on that home page, because then you're going to be way higher than your average competition. The average lead gen site that I've seen people make has 2,000 words on the home page. So creating 3,000 to 4,000, you're going to impress Google or the search engines even more. So, and then on the average service page, I see 250 to 500 words. My service pages are all on average 750 words. So we have even more. Now, I want to show you the way that Article Forge works is that you put in 2 orienting points, a keyword and a sub keyword. Now, the keyword will be mentioned explicitly in the article, and the sub keyword is what Article Forge uses to get clarification on what your article is to be about. The example that they often will use here is saying, okay, let's just say we want to talk about have an apple mentioned. Now, are we talking about the fruit or the brand? So we want to talk about fruit, seeds. There. Now we're clearly not talking about Steve Jobs' company. We're talking about the fruit that like Adam and Eve supposedly bit into. I don't know. I'm not sure if apples were around in that form anymore. But anyway, or at the beginning. I think they more of are GMO'd to be what they are today, but that's a whole different discussion. All right, so then you can create these different formats here. Best tree service in Auburn, Washington is the keyword. Because I want to be mentioning that. And now I've built these sheets. I've got a ton of different niches that I've built them out for. Each one's a little bit different with the research and formatting and such. But I built them all out and to be in. So then you can fill in, say we want to change this up to be Seattle. We can change it up. So then we've got best tree service in Seattle, Washington. Now notice it populates not only here, but also over here. So then we're able to have our main keyword have the name of the city and state in there as well. So then you can change up this. Say we're going to go Nevada, or I'll change. I can't spell Nevada, but anyway, that way you can keep those in your terms and be able to add them in very easily. Now the way you create them in Article Forge is very simple from here. You copy and paste your main keyword and your sub keyword. So first of all, you're going to go over to create a new article. We're going to drop that in here. Now, one of the keys inside of this is to make sure that your formatting is correct. So we want we want tree service to be lowercase. And then we also want tree removal to be lowercase. So the easiest way to do this is to go over to here and type in equals lower. I've got this done for a lot of them. This is not one of them. And then what you can do here is enter that. And then notice how we'll just go down here like this. And then all that becomes lowercase. So now that we have our main keyword, we're going to copy this into here. Yeah, and then we're also going to copy our sub keyword or tree removal. Now, this is fine to be capitalized. It's not a big deal. So then we're going to go back over to Article Forge and copy that. Now you can add up to 5 sub keywords here, like like I can go in here and add in tree trimming, stump removal as well into that, and they will incorporate those different things in there. So tree removal, tree trimming, stump removal, all those in there. Now in Article Forge, we can change our article length from very short, medium, and long. So generally we want to do long now, and you can also add a title if you want. Those will appear at the very beginning of the article. Add an image, add a video sort of works. And if you want to start doing some automated backlinking to there, so you can interlink your pages, different things like that, you can put in there. And then what it'll ask you to do is add new replacement. I don't generally fiddle around with that. That seems to take longer because the whole goal of me using Article Forge is to increase the speed at which I can develop content. So I have all these different pieces, all the puzzle put together in there, and then we can click generate, and this will take 5 to 10 minutes to spit out an article. So that's the simplest way to create articles using Article Forge. So you can also have 5 queued up in Article Forge at the same time. So then you can leave it for literally half an hour, and then you come back and you have all these articles written out. So in this case, what we're going to go ahead and do is grab best tree service in Seattle, Washington. We're going to want to change this down to best, and this will be here, will be tree service. I'm finding that these are often the better ways to format. This is in lowercase. Article Forge seems to accept those better. Tree removal company. Okay. So then we can also add in these. We can go in Article Forge and add ones here. These settings will save on the bottom. And then we can go in and say save that as our sub keyword, and we can create another article. We can go here, copy and paste that to here, and then we can go over to honest experience and finance here. And make sure to delete these guys out of here. Create. Similarly speaking, you just literally can go. You can train your virtual assistants once you get these basic schematics built out, or for having these articles set up. Then your VAs can easily go through there, change up the location on top, and then they're in business to go build it out. As long as they're proficient writers, this will dramatically enhance their productivity. We can grab all these. Generally, they accept 5 sub keywords there. It really doesn't matter. They'll just knock off the last one. So you can add that in here. Probably add some quotes in there, so we'll delete those out. But now we've got total of 5 being worked on. So then these will all be done in the course of about a half hour. So then as you build these out, you can copy them, paste them over to your website, and you can also start generating using different ones for GMB posts. You can use a shorter post here or a very short one to start getting those different pieces of the puzzle set up. All right, so that's the overall process that I use to creating a lot of content very quickly for my local lead generation websites.